So we spent a lot of time there. We were there a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I was there for a month. Tell me a little bit more about Eco Village. I know that they've brought in a lot of engineers there to Eco Village, and like from the technical aspect, the buildings there are created from the bricks, the sand, and they create their own bricks, and then they filter their own water there.
Yeah.
And then there was like I think papayas and like bananas, and there's cattle there, and then we were able to spend a day like milking the cows, right? And then we
That
would
must be a new experience for you, just like snow was for me.
yeah, and then we went,
Milking a cow was, I'm sure, Kerry, you've never done that in your life.
and then we went over and we made like the cream and the butter, and there was a lot of really neat workshops, and of course Gopi was there with teaching us the yoga, and that's where I did my 300-hour
Okay.
teacher training. So kind of let's talk about Eco Village, and then we'll talk a little bit about the women's empowerment group.
Okay, so the Govardhan Ecovillage is a project which has been inspired by my spiritual teacher, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, because what what he really believes and what he teaches is that the environment is a reflection of our inner environment of the heart.
Yes.
So just how we have to keep our consciousness pure
Right.
and clean, we should also work towards keeping the nature and the environment, cared for,
Right.
clean, and unpolluted.
Right.
Because a polluted mind, the pollution around is nothing but a reflection of the pollution of the mind and the heart and the consciousness that we have.
That's a great analogy. Yeah.
So the Eco Village is a example he wanted to create to show how man can live in harmony with nature.
It's self-sustaining.
And and it to be a sustainable project without any exploitation.
Right.
You know,
The water filtration system is really, really neat. Be-
That's the sewage treatment. Yeah.
Yeah. So because you
See.
can smell the raw sewage, and then
Yeah.
you walk over to where it's filtered naturally through rocks and soil and sand and vegetation, and it smells completely clean.
It's actually a project that was designed by an IIT engineer,
Okay.
and it is patented, and it is an amazing way how you can purify the waste and sewage through natural means without using any chemicals.
Right. And it's
Without filling the water with chemicals, because ultimately even the end result of such a chemically treated water is not really
right.
helpful, neither for the body nor for the ground where the water will
Right.
go. So we needed to find a natural way of using the sewage water and purifying it so that it can be recycled and reused.
It was very impressive and very beautiful at the same. I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, so it's designed that the water passes through specific plants
Right.
which absorb, the roots absorb the microorganisms
Okay.
or the solid waste that is there
Mhm.
in the water, and that becomes like a fertilizer
Right.
for those plants. So, and as they pass through different layers of different plants and rocks, and by the end of it you can see clear water coming.
Right.
It is so clean that actually you can drink it, but because of aesthetic
Right.
value, nobody wants to drink
Right.
it, but it can be reused for irrigation.
Right.
And because water is such a rare commodity now.
Yes. Yeah.
As we
Overseas
know
it
that
is, yes.
groundwater is depleting all over the world.
That's right.
Drinking water, so there's such a great need to recycle and treat those water and treat water in a natural way so that it can be reused. So this is an amazing example. Yes, it's called a soil biotechnology
It's really beautiful.
project. So that's an amazing project. Yeah.
And it's
And then-
it's a neat visit. You can visit the Eco Village as well, like the tourist, and then they have temples there.
Yeah, it's because the one more principle based on which my guru, who he really believes in, is that through nature we can connect to our divine self. So he created this beautiful eco village. It's a spiritual place,
Right.
because when when we go to a serene surrounding like this, which is so beautiful, but also then you can naturally feel the spiritual
Right.
side of us, just like here. I felt really nice. So this is, uh, so he has recreated a holy place of India, which is known as Vrindavan,
Okay.
which is supposed to be the most holiest place because it's the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and it's a land of temples where there are more than 5,000 temples.
Wow.
So the most prominent temples
Mm-hmm.
has been recreated in this Govardhan Ecovillage. Isn't it amazing?
It is very amazing.
Yeah, and
It's very beautiful.